Hi guys, Richard Blaine here. Thanks for stopping by Easy Cooking tonight. Tonight I'm going to make a little something different for you. I'm going to make you a pasta dish. Lie. Tonight I'm going to make a classic Indian dish called Chicken Vindaloo. I didn't even know what it was. I'd never had it before until I talked to my buddy Sean over at Sean's cooking channel, Sean's food channel. So if you've never been to Sean's food, I'll leave a link for it right here. You should check it out because he makes some really excellent stuff. But he had made a comment on one of my recipes, my spring onion pesto. He said, there you go, Rich, another one just packed with flavor. He goes, I bet you love curries. And I said, yeah, I do. He said, so why don't you make chicken vindaloo? I asked him, what's chicken vindaloo? He said, it's the dish that the lads eat in the morning after a long, hard night of... And I was like, oh, I can get with that because, believe you me, I've had many long, hard nights and many busted up mornings from. So I said, great, I'll make it. So I researched it. I researched it and found there are many ways to make it. And tonight I'm going to make chicken vindaloo for you my way. So as usual with YouTube, 15 minutes. Hang on tight and I'll see you on the other side. Okay guys, so the first step in making chicken vindaloo is making a marinade. Now, some people make chicken vindaloo without a marinade, and some people make chicken vindaloo with a marinade. I've decided to make it with the marinade, and the ingredients for the marinade are white wine vinegar, some of my onion confit, crushed red chili flakes. If you happen to have whole chilies, anywhere between 4 and 8 chilies, or you can just use the crushed stuff already. Fresh ginger, a squeeze of fresh lemon. This is going to constitute the marinade, so hang on tight and we'll make it. Okay, making the marinade is rather easy. It's very simple. We just take the white wine vinegar, the garlic, the chilies, and the ginger, and that squeeze of lemon. Doesn't have to be a heavy squeeze, but you want some lemon in there. Stir it up, get it all wet. Okay? Get it all wet. I actually let these ingredients marinate for about an hour. We're going to grind this up into a paste. Okay? If you're wondering where the confit is, the confit goes into the paste afterwards. So I'm going to let this marinate just like this for about an hour, and then we're going to grind it into a paste. Okay, so now we're going to make the marinade for the chicken. I'm going to pop the lid off of that. That previous mixture I made with the garlic and the ginger and the chili, all that's going into the food processor. Okay. And then into the food processor with it, some of my flash bang onion confit. And here we go. Done. Now we're going to marinate the chicken. Alright, here comes the easy part. Marinating the chicken. Here is my marinade. It's thick. And I gotta warn you, chili is the main component of chicken vindaloo. It has been traditionally ever since the time of the Portuguese time yet. So I am going to let this chicken marinate for 4 hours. It's going to be delicious, and then we're going to make my dinner. Okay guys, we're going to make the curry powder that we're going to use to make the chicken vindaloo. Now, all these ingredients here, if you have fresh, you can take the amounts and grind them into the powder yourself. But in the interest of saving time, I went out to my local India spice store and I bought all of these ingredients already in a powdered form. First things first, garam masala. A little bit of paprika, not sweet paprika, not smoked paprika, just regular paprika because we're not using it for flavor. In fact, the flavor of it's going to disappear in this. We're using it for a little bit of color. A little bit of clove. Some cardamom. Some cinnamon. Some crushed fresh black peppercorn. some cumin, and just a little touch of coriander. And we're just going to take this nifty little whisk and going to whisk this curry powder together. This is our Chicken Vindaloo curry volumizer. So we're just going to use some simple rice pilaf. And into the olive oil, I'm going to put the rice and I'm going to mix it in. I want to get every kernel, every grain, listen to me. I want to get every grain of rice covered in that olive oil. Pop a little bit. To that, just add a little pinch of salt. A little bit of salt. And a little bit of fresh ground black pepper. Stir it in. Black pepper is very, very aromatic. And then water. There we go. Turn it around. And I'll bring this to a boil and then to a simmer, and then I'm going to turn it off and let it sit for about 15 or 20 minutes, and I'll have instant rice pilaf, and then we'll get going on the chicken. Okay guys, first thing that we're going to do is take some olive oil, which you see in the pan, and we're going to drop in some mustard seeds. Okay, another level of flavor, another level of spiciness to this dish. And that looks good. So in the onions go. Slivered onions. Okay, the onions are a little bit caramelized. We've got some brown going on in there. And to this, we are going to add the marinated chicken. All those lovely spices. Oh yeah. There we go. Now we're going to cook this chicken with the onions for about 5 minutes. And then I'm going to add our Chicken Vindaloo curry powder and simmer it down, and then I'm going to plate it on some rice. Oh, it smells delicious. You just want to get that chicken going. Okay, the chicken's been cooking for about 8 minutes. It's partially cooked through. Doesn't that look delicious? And here we go. We're going to add our Vindaloo curry powder that we made before. There we go. We're going to mix this in. I left the windows open here in my house. That way all the neighbors can go, what is that fantastic smelling stuff? Anyway, we're Shazam! Chicken Vindaloo. Now I'm going to return this down to a simmer. I'm going to put a lid on it. About 5 or 10 minutes on the simmer until it gets nice and thick. And then it's dinner time. Okay guys, there is our Chicken Vindaloo. It's almost done, about 5 more minutes. It's tasty, it's really spicy. But I'm going to add a little something extra to this. There's a lot of acid in here from the chili and the black pepper and things like that. So I'm going to just counteract it a little bit with just a little touch of honey. Just a tiny touch. Just to balance the acid from the chili peppers and the ginger and the black pepper. You won't taste the honey really, but it's just there as an acid balancer. Okay guys, I'm ready to plate my dinner, Chicken Vindaloo. I have a nice mountain of rice right here, and I'm going to take a nice spoonful of the Chicken Vindaloo, get it on there, and just put it right on top. Get another one right on top. There we go. The onions, the ginger, cinnamon, cardamom, cloves, garlic. It just smells so good in my house right now. I know that my neighbors are just drooling over the smell going on right now. And I'm extremely hungry. And there it is. Chicken Vindaloo. From my kitchen to yours, if you go out and party and have a hangover, this is what you need to get over it. Thanks, Sean, for letting me in on this one. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I'll see you on the next video. Take care.